I get him in. All right. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to DM Presents The Tomb of Annihilation with our Thursday crew. Session 47. Are we on 47, Trey?
We're at 47.
Hot dog. 47.
You always ask me like I don't double check that stuff before I write it down.
Because you're my Andy, you're my sidekick, and so it's banter.
Hey, I don't know if you should feel insulted or
no, you should be.
He just called you Andy, like.
Which Andy?
Andy's hilarious. Andy's a rock. Okay,
which
Andy show. Session 47. I'm always amazed that it goes that the sessions keep piling up because well, I mean, you guys are in a devious dungeon.
I mean, I checked it. I looked at something on the YouTube earlier that our first session upload was almost a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
I think a year and a month ago.
Yeah, it's been a bit. Yeah. Speaking of long campaigns, the next campaign I'm making, Mossdale, should be double this. I'm hoping it'll be like a 70, 80 session campaign.
I mean, if it's going to level 20, it damn well better be.
Level 20, and it's a 1 through 20. So.
And I was having this conversation with Mike. I already have my character idea for Mossdale because it was in a YouTube video, and I thought that sounds like a really fun idea to take to level 20.
Awesome. You'll have to stream to find out what Trey's up to. Welcome to everybody. Welcome to the show. We are playing Tomb of Annihilation. We're deep in the tomb at this point. We're gonna have 4 people. Maybe someone will come by in tonight. Maybe Nick will be joining us in a little bit. I think he will be. A lot has happened, but quick some announcements real quick before we begin. Azure Sky will be live this 23rd. As well as the 30th. We're going to be live over here, my place, streaming it. They are in the Wellspring Eternal Dungeon, rocking it out. They just had a fight with Gorgon, Medusa, which is a lot of fun. So one of them almost turned to stone, but they used a lucky feat and got out of that. And then I think on the 29th, I will do another Tricks of the Trade. So I'll do more of the DMG. And then in July, we'll jump back with our PvP. But until then, we got Tomb of Annihilation this week and on the 26th. So we're going to be rocking it out. If you can, please sub to the channel or resubscribe if you can. If you have an Amazon account, you get a free Twitch sub. So consider using that with DM Tozy. That'd be awesome. All right. Well, last time we all met, we got some new characters. What's up? What up, Kenny? What up, Pat?
Oh.
Let's do some introductions here for who we know so far. Kenny, who are you playing today?
Playing Ethren, the human sorcerer.
Hell yeah. Pat, who are you playing?
I'm Kest, a Wood Elf Moon Druid.
Oh yeah. Tunk, Trey, who are you playing?
I'm playing the the rock gnome. No, the Tunk gnome. I'm playing the Tunk gnome.
Tunk gnome, yeah.
Yeah.
His own species.
Formerly sorcerer paladin, now Eldritch Knight fighter / wizard.
Okay. Big change. Big long rest change. And then not last, because hopefully Nick will be joining us, we have Tim. Tim, who are you playing?
I am the White Fang, leader of the Pact, Moon Druid.
Excellent. And then hopefully River, because River's with you in this giant room over here. Hopefully be joining us. Last time we played, who wants to give a recap? Trey or Tim? Tim, why don't you go ahead? Tim, explain what happened last time.
Okay.
I mean, if you're looking at the screen, we got 2 little rooms and then 1 big room. So what happened in this little room over in Yam?
Okay, so we discovered that there was some sort of anti-magic field thing in that room. So we kind of figured out that, like, hey, we kind of had to mess with the light source, the candle that was burning, but we couldn't do anything magical. So we found out that if you go snuff up the candle, you physically touch the candle, it teleports you to another room which has absolutely 0 air in it.
Ooh.
Which also still has that continuous anti-magical field. So even my necklace of appetition was not working.
Oh,
So, and that was kind of the puzzle I was trying to figure out of how, okay, like what to do next, which turns out that you had to create wind, or you had to blow air on another candle that was kind of snuffed out, but there's no air. So some creative thinking had to be done.
Yes. So now, once you breathed air, or at least that's what the people who went inside discovered. If you haven't been inside there, you don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Tunk, I'll say Tunk, Kest, and Ethren, you guys have just showed up. Or Tunk has been there. He decided
not to mess with it.
He decided not to. He said it was nice knowing those people. They were so nice.
True.
They were so lovely to adventure with, but it's been real, I guess. So River and White Fang are in there. I will allow someone else if you want to go into the next room.
Because Presmer also made it in there, but he is not with us tonight.
That's correct. Josh can't make it. His work came up for him, so he can't make it. But what we'll do is I will...
We want just death roll for who gets teleported in there?
Hold on.
Okay, I'm down for that.
Or you could just not.
I'm happily go. Well, hold on. I'm seeing what I have here.
Well, unless someone wants to volunteer.
You don't have to go in there, but if you want a death roll, we're always up for a death roll. Fun.
Okay. Oh,
I'll give White Fang and River an explanation of what you're dealing with in here as well. Again, okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks for waiting, guys.
Oh, hey, Nick.
And again, it is deathly silent in this room. This tomb that you guys have teleported in after dealing with the horrible, suffocating room of non-air. This tomb is filled with terracotta warriors, kneeling in neat ranks around a polished wooden coffin. Between the warriors, 4 aisles scattered with broken pottery lead up to the coffin, whose painted lid shows a leopard with serpents sprouting from its shoulders.
Also, Mike.
Yeah.
Could you give us the plaque for this floor one more time?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Patent.
Anytime you want.
Silence was the key.
silence. Okay.
Because
Put out the fire.
The army sleeps in
Army
silence.
sleeps in silence. Yeah.
Yes.
Maze held the key. We already had that.
Knowing what you know now, does anybody else want to go in there?
Oh, God
I'll go.
Oh, shit. Yes, Pat, I'll say that you figure out how to get past these puzzles.
Yeah.
You end up
Okay. Now, what happens immediately when I get in?
You teleport in and you see River and White. You see River doing
Like yeah.
this,
Okay.
giving a please be quiet as you enter this very, very quiet space with a whole bunch of terracotta warriors.
What am I on right there? What is that?
You're on some sort of
Pedestal or just?
let's see, 1 second. These are runes inscribed on the floor. So you're on the floor. There's like a little bit of an indentation to them, but they're runes inscribed on the floor.
Okay. So get in there. Can I breathe now?
You can breathe.
Okay.
I cast silence.
You cast silence. Here's the
Yep.
deal.
And I'd like to cast it right here.
Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
I love what you're doing, but just hold on.
Hold.
are you sure?
Just wait your turn, River. Just wait your turn.
So silence is a verbal. There's a verbal component to silence. So,
You sure?
are you sure about this?
I mean, you're saying it like I don't want to. I mean, I can whisper something like that, can't I?
No. Any spell with a verbal component, you have to say with a Gandalf big voice.
Then I'm going to say no because silence. The army is sleeping in silence. You're right.
You go to cast your silence spell, and then you go. A little bit of sweat falls down your face.
Okay. Damn Damn it.
Use ventriloquism to cast silence.
So I see this. I'm like, oh shit.
does
I see all this
weird-
terracotta bits broken on the floor. What happened? Well, I don't know what happened. I wonder what happened.
There's terracotta in a cross formation around an army of terracotta warriors with a sarcophagus of the Shagambi, the leopard with snakes on its shoulders. And the leopard is like in a prowl position
I mean,
on the sarcophagus.
It does seem weird that you have to be not silent to cast silence.
It is a little strange, but
that's why one of the meta magics is subtle spell.
that is very true. A very useful meta magic that no one takes. It's called subtle spell.
Even if we do like an investigation check, is that a verbal component, something like that?
Investigation is not verbal. No, no,
Okay.
no. Verbal. I mean, making noise. Anything that would naturally, logistically make noise. That
So I'm not sure what check I would do. It would be like perception or nature or high, insight's high.
What are you trying to decipher?
I mean, just what the hell's going on in the room, I guess, if I can find any information about what exactly I'm supposed to do.
So the player, Trey, the player has an idea, but Tunk isn't in there. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can make me an insight check or a cast. You can make me a insight or perception investigation. Yeah, go ahead.
They're both the same. Let's see. It's trying. Nah, that sucks.
Scratch your head. I'm sorry. I can't get
Yeah.
information. I mean, I'll tell you that, I can't. Sorry, it's very low.
all right,
Yeah.
well,
So I
Anybody
look
else?
over to them. I'm like,
White Fang and River, you also can make an insight if you wish.
Okay, I got it. I got this. Let's. I don't got this.
oh
No,
my
I
god,
don't. Come on, it's a +8.
I know. That's what I said.
Oh, yeah.
Do what you want.
Oh, I
All right,
thought I
so-
didn't say that. I thought that.
Is there? 'Cause obviously, you said there's broken pots or whatever it is. Is there a way to like carefully take your time to not like navigate through the debris without like
Or that-
sneaking around the debris to not step
or-
on it?
Or if you have like a step, like a misty step or a other kind of teleporting step, that seems silent.
Let's look at Misty Step. 1 second.
Oh yeah, I have
While
the other one
you're-
too.
Yeah, we have the Druid one.
yeah, you
Misty
need to.
Step. Misty
Moonlight
Step is
Step.
only a verbal component.
Okay. Let's see what this other one.
So
No,
while-
Moonlight Step though, it just says you magically transport yourself.
What is Moonlight Step? What does it say for it?
I can't cast it. Oh, there. Wait,
Do that.
can you
There you
cast
go.
it? Okay.
You
Moonlight
magically
Step is
transport yourself.
Moonlight Step is a supernatural thing you do that's magical. It's a magical thing you do, but it is not a spell and it does not take, you just do it. So it's
Yeah.
very quiet.
Okay,
Hey,
so-
also, I rolled a 19 on my insight.
I mean, I'll say, okay, River, okay. It's only 3 of you in the room. River, I'll say your natural instincts are correct. It sounds like you need to be very quiet. The terracotta pieces are very suspect all over the room. What do you do?
All right, I'm gonna tell Ethren. I don't know what happened to our friends. They disappeared from this room.
Mhm.
I don't know what follows next, but I as much as I want to abandon them, sometimes I can't. They are all hunky junks.
True.
So I'm going in and
Oh God.
what?
Where are you gonna go?
What are you doing there, Tunk?
I
I'm
think that's
gonna
a bad idea. I think that's a bad idea, Tunk.
Tunk's about to be
Well-
a bowl in a china shop right now. That's
Doesn't
what he's
listen.
about to do.
Well, if nobody comes back in 10 minutes, you, Orvex, and Lacana should try to get out of the tomb.
Yeah.
Tell our stories to them.
I wouldn't go in there, Tunk.
I'm sorry.
No, I really. Can I physically stop him from going in?
Oh, ooh.
There you go.
You want to physically stop him?
I mean, he can try.
I don't think he'll
Yeah,
take
I'm
this
gonna say
very-
give me opposed strength, give me opposed athletics acrobatics. Both of you.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna do that for acrobatics. Here we go. Oh yeah, beat that.
Ooh.
Oh,
Ethren, you grab Tunk and you slam him up against the wall. Like, bring him up. Give me a dramatic persuasion to persuade him not to go in that room.
Okay.
What do you say to him, Kenny?
Tunk, I have a really bad feeling about this.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Well, we have a bad
That's a
feeling about
26, man. He just slams you up and says, "Hey, man, I have a really bad feeling about this."
Yeah.
Okay.
What do we? We cut back to the room.
Yeah, I'm gonna use one of my moonlight steps, and I want to step right next to White Fang. Teleport over here.
You teleport soundlessly. Yes.
And I look at White Fang, and I point at him and me, and point over to River. See what White Fang says.
Nothing. I don't say anything.
Do you shake your head up and down?
Yes, I acknowledge. And
so then I'll use another one to go over here.
Yes, I will also moonlight step to get next to
one. So I'm down 2 of those. But
wait, can you moonlight step with him?
No, I use my own.
A separate.
Oh,
yes,
you both have moonlight step?
Yeah.
We're both druids.
They're both moon druids.
All right, you're all over there. What do you do now?
Okay, well now we're together.
Okay.
So I think I'm thinking it's like we did this, so we're together. If we have to fight all these things, we're not crossfiring and hitting each other with spells, so stuff like that. That was the only reason I wanted to do this.
I just go into this wild charade, and I'm like,
Okay, I will say
that means I'd like to do my spell where I create a noiseless corner to see what happens.
For the sake of the stream, I will say, White Fang, as you moonlight step, you crunch your foot on a piece of plywood. You crunch your foot. There's a, and it makes some sound, but apparently it wasn't enough. You guys can whisper to each other.
Okay. I whisper it.
What if I make a phantom noise in the corner and just see what happens?
I look at White Fang. Yeah.
Do you think they'll just attack us or attack the sound?
You might stir the dead. I
That's
do not support this. So, hold on.
Somebody's rubbing
I'm trying to bring this on. Message target. Here's the message going to play in a whisper that only you can hear.
I'm gonna start. Should we search for secret doors? Maybe we can get out of here.
Well, we can only search right over here. Step up these fuckers.
You guys can't do the jumpy thing yet.
We could, but you can't. We could, but you fucking can't.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
Let me whisper that you can hear.
What do you do?
Did I do the phantom sound, guys? Are we going to search for doors? What should we do?
Hold on, we're thinking.
Oh,
I mean,
I'm saying this in a whispery voice.
Yeah, everything's a whisper. Everything's a whisper for the sake of people hearing.
I mean, look. I mean, I don't think this is going to work, but this is going to be a DM rolling because you already kind of said that in order for you to cast silence, you have it's in the big Gandalf voice, right?
Yeah.
I have because I have the cantrip message, which River can reply to me in a whisper that only I could hear. But I'm assuming that won't work for his spell. Like if I tell him, I whispered to him using the cantrip was a message of inside, whisper to me the incantation of your silence. I'm sure that's not gonna work, right?
You can do that. This is somatic material, so you can do message. Yeah.
No, I'm saying so I message him in whisper, like use the cantrip, and then his reply back to me because he can reply in a whisper.
Yeah.
Would be him casting silence.
Oh no, that's no workaround. Yeah. Yeah. What do you do?
I mean, look, I am prepared for whatever you do. I suggest you prepare for battle if you make the noise.
Yeah, I'm just going to throw my spells. Okay. Ooh, fireball's a big one.
Oh god. All right, so you guys.
Thorzen is asking if the fairy lantern's in here.
Yes.
Yes, the fairy lantern is with who had the fairy lantern? White Fang, Nick? Yeah, Nick is with your character.
No, Nick was Nick.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
What the fairy lantern have to do? Let's see. Is it lit or no? It's just a fairy.
Yeah, it's
It's always lit. Yeah, there's a fairy inside, so she's bright.
Can you communicate with her? Does she know anything?
What do you want to say?
No, I'm just whispering. Tell her to whisper. Do you have any ideas what's going on in this room?
Or the god in my head too. What about that?
Oh, you asked your god in the head. I have a god. Oh, I have a god too, I think.
She shakes her head and she says, I have never seen this place.
Oh, fuck.
Of course you
I
have.
forgot I have a god. Okay.
Hey, Obalaku, dude, help me out here. What's going on?
Obalaka is silent.
Oh, you bastard. You like that? You like that?
Does anybody have Unk with them? The flail snail?
No.
Okay.
You do.
Okay.
Guys,
Okay. Let's say
Wait, wasn't the snail the Orvex's immunity blessing?
No. He got it. Orvex has
it's the cloak that gives him that immunity thingy.
he just got a magical gift from the painting that gives him the immunity thing.
Oh, that was a painting? I thought that came out of a tomb. Okay.
No.
Okay. All right. So here's the thing, guys. Clearly, in order to solve this tomb, we have to lift the sarcophagus without making any noise. I have the spell Gust of Wind, where I can push these pots and these debris away from the tomb. It may stir the dead, or it may create enough room for us to go over there and unveil the tomb.
Or have you guys ever played dominoes where you push one over and it pushes the next one over? Like that one awesome movie I heard about, Big Trouble in Little China in some faraway land. We push over one statue.
I mean, that is also what the Gust of Wind can do.
What if we did that?
That would make a lot of noise.
It would make a lot of noise.
But it might break the terracotta soldiers.
All right.
But that's.
Okay. So here's the
I
thing.
don't know.
We have
I got
two
all
separate
this.
plans. Let's just vote. Go with River's plan of knocking these over, which I am very worried about, or I could blow them away.
All right. We have Tim's voting for a gust. River's voting for
I'll go with the
domino
gust.
effect. Pat, what do you
Gus, let's do
Now
Gus.
I think it'd be way more funny if we death rolled for the plan. But that's just me.
I think it's just the three people inside, so I think that's a gust of wind.
Yeah, Gus win.
Okay.
Okay.
What are you doing? Who's casting that?
I'm casting the Gust of Winds. Is it second level? Yes, second level.
Where are you pointing this gust of wind?
It emanates from me, I think.
You are casting it. 1 second.
Yes, a line of strong wind, 60 feet long, 10 feet wide, blasts from you in a direction you choose for the duration.
I mean, before he does that, can we ready something for the response of what's about to happen?
You can't ready because you're not on initiative, but I will.
What?
So where's this gust of wind happening? Guess where Kest is. Where are you putting it there, White Fang?
No, that's I was trying to delete that. No, like quite literally, like from us downward.
So you want to position yourself
Like
Switch
close.
places with River.
so switch places with River because it's 10
So
feet
River
wide.
steps down here. White Fang, you step back on the teleportation device.
Yep.
And you disappear.
Ah!
Oh God! What?
Oh shit! I see that happen, and I hop on it too.
Oh, yeah.
You hop on 2, Kest, you disappear.
Yeah. Oh, perfect. Gets the idea.
You all step here. The problem is this teleportation device is malfunctioning. You guys are over here.
What?
Teleports you in front of the mirror of life trapping, which you have.
I made it crystal clear that we turned that off.
You turn it off. This the teleportation device is malfunctioning, so you both take. What is it? 1 second. 48 force damage.
Jesus.
You all take 20 points of damage.
Okay.
Or you two take 20 points of damage. Now, River, you are by yourself.
Oh God.
What would you like to do, River?
I am going to go crisscross applesauce, and I'm going to
crisscross applesauce.
Yeah, and I'm going to start meditating a little bit, and I'm just going to wait 10-15 minutes and just see what might happen. So I'm really scared, and I really don't like being here.
Okay. I will say you guys can. You know where you are. You can meet back up with your party if you wish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's do that.
Okay. You guys run through and you meet back up with your party.
The reason I did that because I just don't ever like to leave one person alone.
What you come up on?
But that's him. He didn't come.
What you guys run up on is Ethren holding Tunk up against a wall, telling him, "You can't go in there. You're crazy."
That's right. And you guys back me up on this. Should he go in there or not?
If you see your friends who went in there come up from behind you, yeah.
Wait, where the hell did you guys come from? What happened?
Wild ride, man. Wild ride.
Wait, where's River?
River's still in the tomb.
River's still in the tomb. What do you decide?
Obviously,
well, we want to get like an update, like what can.
Yeah. Well, obviously, we'll explain the situation to Tunk and Ethren. Obviously, about the air thing is going to be troublesome. Bring some pocket air.
I guess if somebody have what could like a fairy, what is that, magic hand or what do we call that thing?
Mage hand.
Mage hand. Yeah.
I don't have that.
Mage hand or something like that.
No, that won't work. There's the anti-magical field. It will not.
Oh, yeah. What else? Hold on.
What do you want to do? I'm going to play some music because it's just Nick.
Yeah.
That poor Nick.
Poor Nick.
I'm getting scared. It is dark.
It is dark in there, Nick. Can you see?
I do have a dark vision, and I have a lantern.
You have a lantern. Okay. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What do you want to do?
So after they've described the layout of the room, I want to ask them if they noticed anything unusual about the tomb itself, like maybe a switch, or if the tomb was still just as heavy as the other tombs we've encountered.
We never even made it that far.
Okay.
We never approached the tomb itself.
So I have an idea for navigating the shards on the floor.
So did I, and then I suddenly got teleported.
Oh.
What do you got?
Well, I have this potion of diminutive size.
That's cool. That's very cool.
And maybe a tiny shrunk gnome could run between these shards without stepping on them.
That's so rad.
And get to the tomb, but then I don't know. I guess I could still try to lift it, but I wouldn't be able to without River's help.
I mean, the problem is not about lifting it; it's the noise it would make. Pushing it too.
Then here's the other thing. Now that you guys have come back, we know how to solve the puzzle. We can all get in there, and we know how you got out. We could just go in there and smash everything. If you guys
just smash.
Is that how we solve the puzzle? Like just go in there and smashing everything? I feel like
that goes against
That's how Tunk solves
what the
puzzles.
placard says.
Is that what I said? Smash.
Oh boy, this is not going to end well.
Death to fire. Dying.
All right, are we
Does
going
anybody
back
have
in? Are we all now going back in as a group?
Well, I mean, another option would be: does anybody have a broom where you can sweep the shards up? You can sweep silently, right?
You're missing the point. You're not supposed to make noise.
You can sweep silently.
Just pick
How
each
much
one up
noise do you make when
individually.
you sweep?
We're not talking about just simple dust particles here. We're talking about clay, broken shards. They're going to go clank, 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 clank.
Wait a second.
Can I assume that y'all have told us like the layout of the room and like?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Everybody has info now. What do you wanna
Okay, my theory was that if a fourth person were to teleport into the room, that fourth person would teleport right here on top of the shards, and they would step on the shards when they teleport, and that would create sound, and that would fuck everything up.
I mean,
Is
there's
that-
only 3 runes
They-
of teleportation, so but you might be right about that.
Mm-hmm. That's my theory. That's why, yeah.
So does
Regardless,
anybody?
we still... No, go ahead.
So is gust of wind? I mean, how much do you think you're not gonna make any noise blowing pottery shards together with a gust of wind?
It was the only idea that we had.
Well, is it still the only idea that we have? Does anybody else have any ideas?
Fuck.
I mean,
I'm starting to look at that teleportation device and be like, maybe I should go. Maybe they're waiting for me.
What do you want to do, Nick? What's
Looking
anyway?
at it. It hasn't been 10 minutes yet. It's getting close though.
And so now we're still discussing. Does Orvex have any ideas? He's listening to us describe this puzzle.
Okay.
oh god.
Orvex comes up to you and he says, my time in the Thavian libraries, it has taught me much about being quiet. Sometimes the mouse sneaking through the books is the best idea. Maybe a little Tunk would work well.
Okay, so he likes
What?
the tiny Tunk idea.
I did do something.
What'd you
I
do?
took my lantern and I was like, all right, go touch one of those other discs. Let's see what happens. Because I can send her out.
You want her to touch another what?
Yeah, so she flies over and she touches this guy right here.
The spirit within the lantern.
The spirit touches that, and God, the spirit suddenly appears flying behind you, Ethren, as it has been. It teleports.
What the
Nice.
hell? Mm-hmm.
You teleported. You sent it on one of the rooms.
Yeah.
It teleports.
So she disappears and it's dark in my room again.
yeah.
It's dark.
Stop.
Look. Look.
There's a spirit right by there. There's a spirit of Starfallen right underneath you, Ethren. And she says, "He told me to go and touch the rune, so I did."
Okay.
So he's still alive at least.
Right.
That's
She
good
nods.
news.
Mm-hmm.
But he's a coward. He's just sitting there, not doing anything. Flirting with his long hair and his big old wiener.
All right. All right. So do we take a vote?
Yeah.
Apparently,
Really
the
glad to
time-
be away from that.
I mean,
I don't know why she's a nagging 70s, 1980s housewife. I don't know why.
I was stuck in that lantern for how many years?
Mhm. Mm.
What do you
For
want
God's
to
sake, I thought you'd be more entertaining, but it's just more of the same.
all right. I mean, officially, I mean, are we cool with? I mean, I don't think we're. Ultimately, I think we're going to have to like fight whatever is in there. Let's be real. So, are we cool about just basically like bull in a china shop? Because I think that's what eventually it's going to lead to.
I mean, I don't necessarily agree with that.
Right.
But-
Well, the tiny Tunk idea sounded like.
That's what I'm saying. Like we like I'm still like the simple fact of like we're all going to go back.
And I really we don't know until I actually get to the tomb and see if there's anything about it that disables the trap or the puzzle or the army that I can deal with while teeny tiny.
What do you want to do?
Well, we don't know unless we try.
I think we're all going to go eventually end up in the tomb. I think that's step one. I think that's what
Well,
is going to happen.
let's try to avoid, triggering the trap if we can.
All right, well,
So,
how about
I'm going in.
Okay, without even a vote.
White Fang, remember, if you step there,
I sure hope he prepared a bottle full of air or something.
that's true. If you step there in the fire cell, if you step next to it, the entire lava falls from the ceiling and starts to burn you.
Oh,
Unless you're on the walls or the ceiling, that's what will happen.
Yeah, I mean, there's no other way. There's no other way we're doing this.
Okay, that's
Okay, you step there, White Fang. Give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
so now that White Fang is gone.
I think for now we should limit.
Would it be reasonable to assume that we have empty potion bottles?
You definitely have some. You have tons of empty things.
Okay, since
Little
White
containers.
Fang left, does anybody else have a way to create magical air to try and fill up these bottles?
magical.
Magical
You take
air.
17 points of fire damage, White
I
Fang,
don't think so.
and then you are, as you snuff the candle,
Yes.
you snuff the candle. You appear in the room without any air. You begin to suffocate. Although I imagine you probably held your breath this time, so you're holding your breath. You have air inside your lungs. What do you want to do?
Blow it on the candle.
You blow it out and you breathe it. You breathe it in.
Oh yes.
You breathe it in. You appear. Roll me a d6 now. What'd you get?
5.
I hope he lands on the. Okay.
You appear right there, White Fang. River, you see on your meditative state, you see White Fang appear right there. He's burning a little bit.
Yes. And then yes, then I will use the cantrip message to tell River how fucking undecisive our party is.
Yeah.
Wasn't gonna just leave you here.
Well, I vote.
I don't
for,
think that was ever on the table.
What do you want to do?
I vote for Tunk to go in and try the tiny Tunk thing. Is that? I didn't quite catch the whole plan.
I vote for Tiny Tongue.
I
vote
also
for
say
Tiny
one
Tongue.
thing. I am acting like I'm looking for secret entrances, and on my wall, and I leap over the thing, and I'm looking at the other side, so I'm looking for secret entrances, and I'm telling him to do the same thing.
Awesome. You search here as much as you can. You find no secret entrances or exits here. But that's outside here. Orbex says, "I vote for Tiny Tongue. Absolutely."
Okay, that's 2 votes for tiny Tunk.
Yeah, Tunk, go.
All right,
Okay.
that's 3 votes.
And Lucano goes.
Like your size.
Lucano says something in old Omuan, and Orbex says, "Lucano votes to smash everything to smithereens." What can I say?
I like that idea.
Oh,
Tunk, you
Tucky,
step
I'm
up.
coming.
Oh God,
with
Tunk, what are you doing?
I'm going to blow out the candle. I got a bottle of air.
Okay, you step there. Give me a dex save. Give me a dex save as you step next to the candle. You fail.
I have a ring of fire resistance.
Okay, so instead of taking 20, you take 10 points of fire. Roll me a d6.
D6.
You appear next to White Fang.
The fairy is going along with him because she wants to see him small.
The fairy, as it goes along with him, it suddenly retracts back into its lantern because it's now in the same room as you.
Damn it.
Okay, I will.
You can send it out again if you want. What are you doing, Tom?
He's a pissed off.
You drink a potion of diminution. You are now tiny sized. You're the size of a house cat on the ground there.
Okay.
Is he as nimble? Just kind of walks over stuff without touching? Oh, nice. You keep running around this room?
I
No.
highly recommend anybody watch a video of cats going through an obstacle course.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
Versus dogs. Dogs are miserable.
Idiots.
They're just idiots. And cats are just like,
I've seen that, yeah.
Do you try to walk through the pottery there, Tunk?
Hold on. I want to check.
I will say it looks like you can easily get through the pottery now. Because
Yeah,
the
but
pottery is now some of it's your size. You can easily just kind of.
All right, then yeah, I'll start trying to walk through the pottery.
Is that a Gulliver's Travels things where he becomes really small at one point?
I have
Or am I
no
crazy?
idea.
I'm thinking of something else. I'm thinking like James and the Giant Peach.
No, he's big and he's small. He's both things at some point in the movie, at least.
Yeah, you, Tunk, you maneuver your way. You don't have to make a stealth check because you're itty bitty.
Thank
You make
God.
Through the sarcophagus.
That was actually what I was most worried about was a stealth check.
You're good,
All right.
man.
What can I discern about the sarcophagus?
Let's see.
Awesome, not a damn thing.
Fantastic.
No, I don't accept that. I'm burning an inspiration. I do not
Okay.
accept that.
I love that. I love it.
That's better.
You instead of a nat 1, you decide as you're climbing up and you're kind of looking, you can push the lid. I guess you can kind of see barely inside the lid that there is a trap,
Oh.
and you see the faint outline of a music box on the inside of the sarcophagus lid.
Oh.
Interesting.
Mm. Shit.
Okay.
Presmer was here. He has that floaty thing.
I will say, as tiny as you are, you might be able to
You know
disable
what?
it.
I also have the message cantrip, so I will communicate that information to River and White Fang.
Nice. Everyone knows now.
And then I'm going to start looking through to see if I have anything that might deal with. I guess I can't get into the tomb to try and disable the music box. I guess I'm not that small.
You're not that small, but you're small enough to like be able to see inside the lid. You can see it. You can disable it from where you're at. Actually, anybody can disable it. There's things you can do on the outside, but you can see it. You see that there's a music box inside there.
Okay, how could I disable it?
Shit.
I mean, I have my weapons. I assume they shrank with me, but
Yeah.
I have Bob the Battle Axe.
Mm.
Ooh, well,
I mean, you can just give me just a basic sleight of hand.
Come on.
not at
Fine.
not at a -1. This is a dumb question. Would a Staff of Striking's additional effect make noise?
Not technically, no.
And I guess, is there any way I could get the Staff of Striking through the crack in the sarcophagus to smash the box?
No, it's not that big. It's just like a thin seam that you see this music box.
Hmm.
What do you do?
Wish Cal was here.
Yeah, I wish Cal was here. I
whisper in the message cantrip. What are you doing? Are you okay?
I respond that I'm attempting to disarm this trap.
Just do it.
Yeah, go ahead.
So does the music box look like it's connected to the lid with string, or?
It looks like it is. Well, it doesn't say. I will say that the music box is on the underside of the coffin, so it's somehow placed there on the underside.
Wait, like on the underside of the coffin lid, or
On the underside of the
underneath
sarcophagus lid, yeah. So
Okay.
the sarcophagus lid's somehow right there.
So I guess, does Tunk think that means that the weight of the lid is what's keeping the box from playing? Because if there's like a,
Oh yeah,
a
slide
thin,
something. Yeah.
If there's like a thin string,
as you keep looking, you do see that there is in fact a trigger wire that would release the music box, as in open it. So there's a trigger wire. Cutting it would be, as you keep looking, it would be a DC 12 Dex check or a sleight of hand or a Thieves Tool check, DC 12.
Ugh. Hang on.
And if you fail, the music box is activated.
What actions?
While all this is happening, is any of the other guys coming in? Like, I feel like they had been entered by now, if they were.
Ethren, Kest, do you guys want to enter?
No, I say no.
Ethan's not about it.
No.
Because Thorzen said we should be having him cast a 5th level fireball. I mean, that's solid advice.
I'm getting antsy. I might go in here.
No.
Does Ethren have to hit another guy up against the wall?
I haven't done anything yet.
No.
I feel it's valid.
Let me just explain to everyone again that I don't think there should be more than 3 people in that tomb at a time, because the 4th person might be teleported on top of the shards, and that might trigger the trap.
Oh no, there's no symbol there though.
Right, there's no symbol there. Instead, there's a bunch of shards. So you'll be, I don't know, maybe you'll be teleported.
Yeah, I see what he's saying. They're covering this. So he's hoping that somebody will do that, or they're hoping that someone will do that. And they don't see that it's covered with shards.
Right.
I think that's what he's getting at.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
What are you going to do there, Trey? What are you looking at?
I'm looking at spells and items and.
I'd say just do it. No balls. Just do it.
Trying to figure out.
You can make a Dex check, DC 12, to try and.
I have a -1 to Dex, so that's the problem. That's
13 or higher.
Let's roll for it, man. Roll.
13 or higher.
What are we gonna do? Come on, you got this.
You take the lucky feet?
No, I didn't. I turned my nose up at the lucky feet.
Wait, Tunk, do you have inspiration or like?
Nope, that's gone.
I already used it. I just used it.
Shit.
He just used it to find this trap, which was well done.
Yeah, because I rolled an investigation without waiting for Mike to ask for a roll. He might not have even wanted me to roll the investigation check.
No, I needed you to. I mean, you were going to roll, so yeah.
Okay, fine. I guess. What
are you doing there, buddy?
This is going to end terribly. I'm desperately looking for anything else besides making a poor Dex check. Because you know what? I just realized I can't just disband this potion. I'm stuck this way. For how long am I stuck this way, Mike?
As what?
As Tiny Tunk.
An hour.
It's 1d4 hours.
Oh, 1d4 hours. Roll a d4.
Yeah, it just says just for 1d4 hours.
1d4 hours.
You were stuck at
1 hour.
1
Okay.
hour.
I will say this particular lid is not very heavy. So even one person could lift this lid, but there is a trap on it.
Right.
Just do it, Trey. Come on.
Holding word, you can take a minute to command to. That's not how that works. Okay, I'll roll the sleight of hand.
Oh God, he's doing it.
Because
Oh God.
I mean, okay, here's
Let's do it.
Here's the only other idea I have. I have this rope of climbing in my inventory, but I don't know how I could use that. Because, like, okay,
No.
while holding the rope, you can take a magic action to command the other end of the rope to animate and move towards a destination that you choose, up to the rope's length away.
Can you make a tightrope?
Yeah. So my question is, could I command it to wrap around the music box for the 60 feet of rope?
Wait, if that doesn't work, I have another idea that may work.
Your rope can't get inside because the seam is too small. So
Can you wedge it a little?
Okay.
I have. Damn it! I have an idea. I don't know how this may work or not, but I have.
Are you going to message your idea to Tunk, or are you just going to do it?
Yes. I am going to message Tunk because I don't want Tunk to freak out.
What's your idea?
I have the spell Find Familiar.
Uh-huh.
I can summon a spider that can go through the crack, and I don't know if this works or not, but can spin a web around
Oh yeah.
the music box to try
There you
to
go.
keep it tight as it can.
Okay, but
Yes.
does Find Familiar have a verbal component?
It says burning incense. That's it.
That is frickin' rad.
That's great.
I just realized that. So
You have Find Familiar there, White Fang.
I do have it. I'm just letting Tunk know if I don't freak out if I summon a spider.
Okay, you all suddenly smell incense as White Fang just starts to burn incense and starts to cast Find Familiar, which is there's no verbal component to this ritual.
It just says components: burning incense worth 10 plus GP, which spell consumes.
The real question is, how much control do you have over that familiar? Is
I
Mike
have a telepathic
Mike
control.
gonna-
Telepathic.
No, the components are verbal somatic material.
What?
Verbal somatic material.
Oh.
All right, then I
yeah.
guess I'm rolling the save.
Shit.
Oh, the
I mean, I will help. Roll an insight check, White Fang. Oh
I
boy,
already did, but
you just did it. You just did it. You just did it.
Oh, thank God.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Is that the number?
Son of a bitch.
He just did it. Oh, look at that. I got you chunked 5k points. Look at that. He's about to help you out.
Who said
Wait,
that?
was 5k points about to be a monster upgrade? Is that what you're about to do?
I know. I think that's also a player inspiration.
Oh, gotcha. Tunk, you adeptly snip the wire. The music box is no longer a trap.
Ah,
Yeah. Nice.
but that doesn't mean other sound won't still trigger the trap.
Facts.
Right.
we
you
know
are.
we know whispering's okay. Well, I'm not okay.
Well, yeah.
All right, I will message to those two that I have disabled the trap on the tomb.
Fantastic.
So now but I'm still stuck this way. So
I was gonna have you roll an insight, Tim, that you could cast it outside of this room.
I'm not, I'm
You can
already
teleport out
I'm
and
not
cast it
going
outside.
back out until we're done with this.
so
If I'm leaving, it's for good.
so if only one person can lift this, can small Tunks still lift this, or does it have to be a
Yeah,
full size
you can
person?
do it. You probably have to get over here.
Well, yeah, the next thing I was
You
gonna
can
ask is,
push.
can I brush away? Can I silently move away some shards?
Yes, I was going to suggest that as well.
Just pick up a little piece of my pen.
Oh yeah, you can do that. You want to move some shards like over here?
Wait, where'd you move me to?
Oh, over here.
He's so
No,
tiny.
I mean, I didn't really have a preference on where. I just wanted to clear a little space on some end of it. Probably, yeah, this end that's closer to a teleporter.
You also see that you don't have to like fully take off the lid. You can kind of push a little bit to a side to get in.
All right, I will attempt a check. I hope
You
a
don't-
strength check.
You don't even have to make a strength. You just eventually you get in there.
Awesome.
You make a little hole and you skedaddle inside. And the inside, you see that there is. Well done, everybody. You see. You find.
I'm really glad I kept that potion.
You find 200 gold, 5 moonstones, 50 gold each, and a fine music box activated by the trap, 250 gold. You also find a Knaith mandolin.
What the hell is that?
It's a music add-on.
It's a mandolin.
Yeah.
wonder if it's cursed. Careful.
I assume
What
it
do you do?
is. They all
Is
are.
it mine?
Well, how big is it? Is it like bigger than me?
It's an instrument. I mean, you could strap it to your back. You can carry it. Your strength hasn't changed as a tiny character. You're still pretty strong, right? What's your strength? 8?
18.
Your strength is 18?
I respect.
I mean, yeah, you could. Yeah, you're a beefy little tiny cat-sized gnome.
Yeah. All right, so I'll strap it to my back.
All right, you touch this thing.
Okay, never mind. I mean, I'm not stupid. I know that I have to do this in a way without touching it. I just didn't get that out yet.
Okay. Well, so you don't want to touch it? Is that what you're saying?
No, I do not.
Okay, and it's an option. You can touch it if you want. Okay, so you hold this in such a manner that you don't touch it with your skin, and you have this thing now. It is magical. And you have a magical Canadian mandolin.
Magical and cursed. All right.
What do you do, son?
I climb out to show them that I'm still alive,
Mm-hmm.
and
We'll do it in the Zelda pose of da-da-da-da. He's got a magic.
I got the thing.
You scream out, "I got the thing," and that alerts everything.
Oh no!
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Bad GM, bad.
All right,
All right.
I point to this teleporter to say that that's where I'm going to exit,
Okay.
and I hope the other guys will just step on the teleporters that they're on.
You quietly and silently make it over there. Tunk, you disappear, and you appear right in front of the mirror of light trapping. There you go.
That's not the same teleporter that was, but okay.
You teleported from here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That teleporter is not malfunctioning, so you don't take any damage.
This teleporter.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
a good one.
You sit
Not
there.
malfunctioning.
okay.
River and White Fang. What do you do?
I just step
I'm
on
sorry,
my
I
teleporter
thought the
because I don't know
location-
any better.
I thought the location was the part that made it random.
River, you step there. 1 second. River, you take
Nobody told me better, jerks.
18 points of force damage.
Well, that's on White Fang. I didn't go through that teleporter.
River, what do you do? Or White Fang, what do you do?
Okay. Was there a discernitive like difference between when Tunk teleported and when River teleported to see if I can distinguish if between the broken and the non-broken?
Yes, I'd say you saw a visual element of some sort of like static spark happen there. It looked weird. It looked like his body like phased weird before it teleported.
Cool. I'm using another moonlight step. We're moonlight stepping on to this one.
Excellent, good work. You don't teleport onto the thing that would have polymorphed you. Fantastic, good work. You enter right there. Well done, everybody. Well done.
That would have polymorphed you.
I'm gonna give
Hey,
everybody a heroic inspiration for all the work you did.
Oh, thank God, I got my inspiration back.
Okay, now that we are done with that, can I ask, was I right about a fourth person being teleported in and landing on top? I was not right about that? Damn.
That's okay though. That's a really good idea. That's really, you know,
It's convincing.
Listen, you're thinking outside the box, man.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's good. That's
Get back in the box.
That's the kind of thing this place needs. Good work.
Kenny, I would have thought the same thing, that it was just filling up the cardinal directions.
Yeah.
Let's take a break. Let's take a 5-minute break.
Oh God, already?
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. Yeah, dudes. Actually,
Okay.
we're on the pre-roll. Yeah. Let's go into our ads, and I'll see you guys back in 5 minutes. Bye. All right, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to Thursday's Tomb of Annihilation, episode 47. What up, Mr. Merely there? All right, everybody. The crew here just slammed their head against the wall and eventually came up with some really creative decisions to solve a sarcophagus puzzle. It's always different. That's what fascinates me. All the solutions are always different. Sometimes terribly fatalistic. Always entertaining. So thank you for being cool players. And now Tunk is the itty bitty man.
Have people just gone through there and just fought it out, like we were ready to do?
Oh yeah, it's been.
Yeah.
You guys did a great job. I'll just say that.
I mean, we were like 1 second away from it. Let's just fight it out.
We really were.
I think Tim and Pat were. I think Kenny the voice of reason.
Got a cone of cold ready.
Well, let's take a head count. Like, how many of these tombs have we pillaged? Like, how many of these artifacts? Like, did we find all of them yet? Like,
You are on level 4. How many sarcophagus have you pillaged? You've done 2 here. You've done Unks and you've done Shigambis.
Reaper, it's actually been a while since I forgot to unmute myself, so thanks for letting me know.
I'm used to telling Chunk to unmute himself, but I don't know when to do that.
It hasn't
been a while.
It hasn't
It's been
been
a
an
long time.
issue.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Anyway, what I was saying was we haven't figured out what really is going on in this room. Do we want to go back or just write it off as a lost cause?
well, that's why I was trying to take a head count of how many gods that we pillaged.
Mike, can you show us other floor maps without dragging us there?
Yeah, do that. We'll go to.
Let's
this
just
is your
go-
level 3.
Yeah.
This is your level 3.
So
what you did
that's
here, 3.
3.
I'll even point out sarcophagus that you guys managed to get. You got 1 here,
4.
Yeah.
1 over here, 1 over here, and
What was this demon
it.
statue down here? Was this not a tomb?
that was not a tomb. That was part of the find the gems to find the beholder, which you guys did.
What about this room with the clay golem chest? Was
Also
that
more gems with
Yep,
beholder.
there's more gems.
right? And the beholder vault did not have any
Now,
possessed items. Okay, so that's only 4.
completely unnecessary fight that you guys did.
Yeah.
Find some magic items, but it was awesome.
Okay. So that was all. That's only 4. All right,
That's 4.
let's go
And
to
then
level
over
2.
here, this is level 2. Level 2, you found
Six.
1, 2.
7. Was this a tomb where this gray blob is at the bottom?
That is, yes.
south?
Because what you did was, or I think what,
That was the chariot.
yeah, that was the chariot. Someone moved the chariot to block the shield, which is an awesome idea.
Right. So that's 7. So let's
That's
go to 3.
6. That's 6 so far.
No, there's 3 on this floor plus the 4 that we just did.
This one is a false tomb. You guys discovered that that's a false tomb.
Oh. Wait.
And then
Wait.
the first floor was 1, 2, 3. So that's 9. You guys have found all 9 of them.
Oh shit!
Okay, I'm glad he said that because I was about to ask if the upside down version of the wine room was the real tomb.
Yes, I was thinking the exact same thing. That's what I was asking for head count.
You guys found all 9. That puts you in an audience award, or that puts you in a quest board award.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh really?
Yep. You found gather the 9.
Now, I don't think all 9 are possessing anybody because, well, I mean, we don't even have 9 players.
That's true.
So,
And also, I still refuse.
yeah, Kest, I don't think you're possessed. You have a god item.
That engine rabbit.
Oh, right.
Got
So-
Eugene?
Yeah.
So I guess that's the next question: is do we go to the lower? I have Featherfall ready to go, so we won't take fall damage by jumping down any of the pits.
I mean, I would suggest going down the waterfall because, if I'm not mistaken, we have to pay a toll if we go through the center here. Plus, that clearly seems to be the more obvious route. Going
Agreed.
down the waterfall might give us another option.
Makes sense to me. Excuse me. Makes sense to me. Since I'm stuck.
You
like
guys would
this
like
for an
to?
hour.
You guys want to jump down the waterfall, cast Featherfall?
Yes.
Oh, this is so rad. Okay.
If there's enough of us all for Featherfall, if not, obviously we'll figure it out.
No, Featherfall's
right
it's
now-
like 10 people.
Yeah, right now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people with you right now, include with your NPCs. So that's fine.
Oh, up to 5.
That's what I said. Check it.
Oh, it's only 5.
Can I
Oh, dear.
upcast it for more? I can upcast it, but it doesn't say it covers more people. Okay, who else? So, Ethren, do you have Featherfall?
No, I don't think I do.
Okay, well, whatever. I'm tiny. Can somebody just hold me and not kill me?
Well, I was gonna say you can cast it on somebody, tie a rope to them, and whoever doesn't have it is just tie a rope to the other guy.
Oh, also, I have this rope of climbing. One of us could use that. So Mike, answer my first question. If
Yes.
somebody holds Tiny Tunk, will Tiny Tunk take fall damage?
I think the rule with Featherfall is you become light as a feather. So I would rule with Featherfall you can't be like lifting people with it. I think that goes against the spell. So you got to
Okay.
find some other solution because there's 7 of you. Yeah, you would become super heavy Tunk and you'd weigh that person down.
Where is the rope of climbing and how long is it actually?
The fall is 100 feet.
Oof.
Fall is 100 feet. Rope of climbing, 60-foot length of rope, can hold up to 3,000 pounds.
Wow.
And it's 100 feet.
100 feet.
So that accounts for.
I have fly. Could I cast fly?
Totally cast fly.
I'm trying to find a way for you to save your spell slot, though.
Yeah, because I would have to burn a 3rd level spell slot to do that.
Well, here's the thing, guys. I mean, I don't think you need to worry about me because I can kind of go and become a squirrel.
You can
Just
kind of
climb
become a
down the
squirrel.
rocks.
Yeah, we have 2 druids here who could just wild shape.
Oh.
And we said that we had 7, so now we only have 5, so that should cover it.
I could do it.
Can you guys wild shape into things with flying speeds?
Yeah. Yep.
I mean-
I'm an owl.
I have a giant eagle, but I mean that's what I'm saying. I mean, if the space is not big enough.
Are you guys okay burning wild
Yes,
shapes to do this?
I'll become an owl.
Yeah.
All right.
You have an owl, and then what else? That's 6 people to take us. Yeah, one person take care of what are you gonna do for the other person?
No, he said I will also wild shape into like a squirrel.
A flying squirrel?
No, just a squirrel.
I mean, squirrels take fall damage, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you take fall damage, man. What are you gonna do as a squirrel?
Climb down the rocks. Have you never seen a squirrel climb a tree?
They have climb speed?
But does it have a climbing speed in the game?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
I don't know. Hold on.
Save the flying squirrel. It's a flying squirrel.
It's just
You can be a flying squirrel. Let me see if I.
it's just supposed to be a friendly woodland creature. That was the idea.
Well, we're not in the tomb of friendly wooden creatures.
I'll say if you want to say one of your things is a flying squirrel, you can be a flying squirrel.
Okay, sure. Why? I mean, why not? I mean, I was just trying to keep it simple, but
Jeremy is telling
They're common.
Jeremy is telling us that Giant Eagle is a celestial now. What is that? What?
Giant eagle's a celestial now? No, that's if you summon giant eagle. You could still be a giant eagle. That's silly.
yeah, there's still a creature, right? Like,
Yeah, the giant eagles are still things.
Yeah.
All right. So
Let me see. Let me make sure. Because our giant eagle free basic rules 2024. 1 second.
yeah.
That is a large celestial. Holy crap, he's right. Holy crap,
Oh,
he's
crap.
right.
Only.
Legacy Link. Ooh.
That's a giant eagle, though. An eagle is just straight up an eagle.
Still badass.
Yeah, you can be an eagle if you want.
You can be anything you want. Try hard enough.
all right. So do you
Seriously,
need to?
2024 rules really fucks you over, doesn't it?
So Mike, do you need to take us to the first floor map
No,
to jump off
I'll
the water?
say
Okay.
if you guys have a plan, you featherfall off of it.
Featherfall.
And then we have an eagle and a flying squirrel.
Yes.
Owl. I'm an owl.
Owl and a flying
Yeah.
squirrel. Fantastic. Okay. I need to figure out a way to do this. And then you
Do you
feather
not-
fall. Okay.
Do you not know where the waterfall spits this out at?
Oh yeah, I got it. Oh, got it, baby. We're good.
Just remember your ability to be a party carrying bird. The cave's not big enough for that kind of bird.
Yeah, it's
You feather fall into water.
Water would still do fall damage, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah. My rule for water is you take off 20 feet. I mean, it still does. You don't want to fall. You don't want to fall into far into water, guys. It still hits like concrete after a bit.
Yeah.
The
Surface
laws of
tension.
physics tells
Surface
it.
tension is a thing.
It really is. But I'll deduct 20 feet. But you guys make your way down there. I'll give 1 second.
ooh, look at that. Man. All right.
Okay, 1 second.
Hey, White Fang, do you want some healing?
I have a potion. I'll just eventually drink.
The walls of this grotto are slick with slime, and the air reeks of decay. Filthy water tumbles down from a hole in the ceiling, then courses along a rough-hewn tunnel towards a murky lake. The din of machinery echoes from that direction.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and just drink one of my potions of greater healing. Just going to get that out of the way.
All right, let me pull up an owl.
17, so that is...
So are we in the murky lake, or...
You feather fall down into this lake over here. Do you see it in the upper right?
Yes.
That's where you're at.
How deep is the water?
Again.
You could see
Are we swimming, or are we treading?
you just gently plop down into this water here. The water is 30 feet deep.
Ooh.
And you can see that it is lit there at the bottom of the lake. You can see glowing crustaceans, glowing crabs.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Oh, is it totally dark in here?
I mean, except for the crustaceans.
Except
yes.
for the crazy spider glowing? Okay, then, yeah. Underwater spiders that glow?
Here's an owl for you.
Yes. Come here, buddy.
There's a
You
fort-
can. I think you can edit this. Yeah, you can edit that owl.
Yeah, I will.
And then I don't know what to do for a squirrel. Let's see. I'll just pull up a rat, and you guys can be a rat as well.
Does a 14 nature check tell me anything about the crabs?
It tells you that. 1 second. Hold on a second.
Holding. Stay on target.
Hang on, target.
Stay on target.
Hang on, target.
Gotta pull up.
Stay on freaking target.
They came from...
I don't remember to stay on freaking target, but yeah. Let's see.
Going.
These are phosphorescent crabs that look like with 14. Those are phosphorescent crabs that feed on the muck of the lake. They shed dim light, but they are not dangerous.
All right, who wants to go down the tunnel first? My tankiness is reduced at the moment because of my size.
White Fang, you are this squirrel rat thing. That's
Squirrel.
what you are.
How much of my hour has gone by? How long did it take us to get up to the first floor?
I'll say you have another 20 minutes. So you guys just planning and doing everything. It takes you a good 40 minutes to do everything you're doing here.
What is this?
That's my owl.
That's an owl.
That's an owl.
That is not okay. That
Yeah,
didn't-
dark.
That
Yeah,
didn't
dark-
look like an owl until you zoomed in on it.
It's
I wish you were the mechanical metal owl from like Clash of the Titans.
it kind of.
Bobo.
Bobo!
Hello.
Good work, Pat. Good work. That's some deep-seated memory there.
What? What? I left. How the hell? Where do I get the stat block from in this again? I forget. Alts.
Hold Alt, double left click, and White Fang, you can reset your
There we go.
hit points on the rat squirrel.
I mean, it's It's just 1 hit point.
No, it's not. No, they changed it. Now when you wild shape.
Oh, I get the bonus HP.
Yeah.
You should have 33. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's go down this
I forgot what I mean.
cave.
No, Kest, you have 117 hit points.
There we go. Yeah, I was looking for my thing.
Yeah. Yeah, you're beefy squirrels and owls.
Yep.
You can see that it's cuts. You can hear the din of
There
machinery.
we go. So
It sounds like cogs slamming up against each other.
Let's do it, guys.
Temporary hit points equals to 3 times the druid level. Yeah.
I think that's right. I can't see my bloody or my health meter. If you could,
Oh,
when you see that, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, can I do that somehow? But I just don't know.
No, that's a me only thing.
Oh, okay.
Hey, I'm gonna cast Pass Without a Trace.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right, everyone's real quiet. Nice, Nick.
God. Hurry the fuck up.
Tunk, you are swimming very silently now in the water here. You can see.
I have my magic floaties because I still have Bob the battle axe.
That's adorable. Okay.
Oh dear, that's a big cog.
That's what she
Okay.
said.
No.
I don't want to know what part of your anatomy looks like a cog.
A dark underground lake opens up before you, its ceiling festooned with chains and gears, some of which appear to have dwarves dangling from them. You see with some of those tomb dwarves. A gigantic motionless stone cog rises from the water with 2 matching cogs connected to it. Rusty metal conduits stretch from the cavern walls to the cogs. The water of the lake is slimy with pinpricks of phosphorescent light twinkling in the murk. Who's doing that? Who's posting it into chat?
I am.
Oh, nice, Trey. Nice. So every now and then you see those are crabs.
Crab people. Crab
people.
They're like way down there.
Okay, well, if those so, you said those dwarves are hanging. Are they dead? Are these dwarf corpses?
No, think of like glass cleaners or people on rafters just fixing things.
Oh, okay.
They're engineers essentially.
The union, though.
They're unionized.
Yeah.
So they're working extra slow. They're just taking their
Forget
time.
about it.
I mean, yeah, ass crack the demon let him unionize, but that doesn't mean he gave him a dental plan.
It's true. Very true. Probably it's a bad deal.
All right, guys. Rest of you sneak up here.
Just for context, as a flying squirrel, I'm kind of like hanging on to like River's hair, like just kind of like
Yeah.
just for along for the ride. I might pull a remedy and start messing around.
I'm gonna need everyone to make me stealth check, please.
Oh god.
So what does pass without trace do?
Gives you a +10.
So it does not negate disadvantage.
I'm gonna use my. I'm gonna. Oh, Tunk too, huh?
My fiance still doesn't understand how it works.
Wait, she doesn't understand what?
How a background works, and so she just turns into a ninja and just.
She
Hilarious every time.
sneaks by.
Oh yeah, she damn near Naruto ran behind me.
I mean, it's not like we're all gonna meet her in like a couple months anyway.
Exactly. Well, those are terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm not wasting my inspiration on this.
But I mean, okay, so Ethren, that's a fail. That's a nat 1 fail.
Yeah.
White Fang, that's a 25. Tunk, 15.
I mean, yeah, I
Hold
guess
on.
plus 10.
Okay, I need to look up something. These are so bad.
Yeah.
So that's an 18 and an 18 and a 20.
I'm sorry, guys. You fail.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't think this stealth check is worth burning all of our inspiration.
Here's what happens.
I'm sure I'm about to be proven wrong. Those Tomb Guardians are trash mobs.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Trey,
you
shut up.
Yeah.
just for Christ's sake. Stop.
I need you to roll a d6, please. Trey, roll a d6.
Why me? I didn't roll the nat 1.
Because you're my assistant. Roll a d6.
1d6.
You're the juice box guy. Get him a juice box.
Apple or grape?
Right.
What does a 5 get me?
Tunk, as you're swimming, you suddenly see a shadow appear underwater,
Yeah.
and you see it for what it is.
Oh God.
What the fuck is that?
A horrifying-looking monster begins to
That
swim
is-
its way up to you.
That is straight up what the Mind Flayer tadpole looks like.
It's suddenly 1 second.
Oh God, I'm small enough to swallow. Crap. This is gonna be a problem.
What?
It suddenly speaks to you, Tunk.
Oh shit.
Your in your mind, and you hear what appears to be a high-pitched voice of like a preteen.
boy.
You hear, "Hi, who are you?"
Oh, what's the play?
Do I think back or do I speak aloud?
You can speak in your mind to this creature. It just kind of looks at you and like twists its head at you.
Hello, I am the one called Tunk,
Hi.
and these are my hunky junks.
Oh, Hunky Junks. I've never met Hunky Junks before. My name is Glamour. And your brain kind of hurts after hearing that name. The name is spelled G''LYH''RUL.
All
My
right.
name is Glamour.
A pleasure to meet you. What are you doing down here?
You see this creature, this terrifying looking creature, just kind of swish her tails, her multiple tentacled tails, and says, "Nothing. Kind of bored down here in the lake. What are you up to?"
We're trying to hunt down the source of a curse on the above ground, on the surface level, on the we're
Yeah, no, that's apropos what's going on. Yeah, terrifying creature. What do you say?
I say we are here looking for the source of a curse that is affecting the world above.
Oh my, I don't know much about curses. My mean old master, a Sorcerer, put me down here to make sure that no one came down in the water.
Oh, you don't like a Sarah? I hate this demon's name.
Oh, I hate it too. She swishes and then like does a circle in the water and comes back. I hate it too. Oh my gosh.
Have you ever thought about disobeying him?
She like swishes and then like retreats, and then you can hear a whisper in your head. I would never. That'd be so bad.
I don't think it would be that bad. I think I've been calling him ass crack, and I think ass crack is way more bad.
That's a bad word. That's a bad word. I don't think you can say that word. Oh my gosh. You know, I would help you, but sometimes I lose myself and things go dark and then there's so much blood afterwards.
I don't know. Can I roll some kind of check on that? But tell me more about what happens. Maybe there's some way I can help you.
It's just sometimes I don't know. It's like sometimes things start to fade. When I'm having too much fun, sometimes the fun stops and everything goes black. And when I wake up, my mouth is full of blood and I see the water's full of blood. You can roll a medicine check on this. I'll take your 2 best medicines. You all hear this creature speaking to Tunk. You all hear. Everybody hears the residual telepathy going on.
Not it on the medicine check.
I got you, fam.
Oh, I got it. +8.
I have a +7.
Very
It
good.
doesn't matter. You rolled the
Look
same
at us!
score.
You identify clearly. You spent some time at med school. You identify clearly split personality madness. Whatever the other personality is doesn't sound very nice.
All right.
You hear the Gurl. Second.
Hey, Caliste. I can't help but notice what a cheerful voice you have. You seem like a really great being.
Oh, thank you. I try. You know, it gets a little boring down here eating crabs. And sometimes people like you come down here. I talk to you all the time. Sometimes people like you, and then I don't remember things. And suddenly,
Oh, I bet you get so bored down here. Tell you what, I got this really cool little tinderbox. I'm gonna sit over here. I want you just to explore, have some fun. Hey, any way that you know, like where this big bad guy is at, that you might point us in that direction while you play?
Oh, you might want to try the docks, maybe. And then she swishes and like swims over here and points herself as if to point in this direction. You can actually see this goes. This thing in the way is actually just up above. If that makes sense.
Oh, it's like there's
Yeah, it's
water
like a
that
bridge.
flows underneath it.
Yeah. So that this is like some type of bridge that leads to this chain apparatus. This like, it looks like there's a room in here. Does that make? There we go. Now I'm showing it.
That's right. Well, since
It
I'm
looks like there's other chain things in the
Oh,
distance.
nice. Glay through. Oh man, that was so helpful. Thank you. Hey, play with this tinderbox, and I also want to introduce you to my friend, the Sparkle Fairy. She would love to hear all about you.
The
And I look at little
the fairy looks at you and goes,
And I just kind of wink, but like, just hey, can you keep an eye on our good friend here? And then I just kind of like let the fairy out to hang out there with the tinderbox, and I'm
the
like,
ghost spirit begins to shudder, and you hear like some conversations. You don't hear conversations. They begin to have like their own conversation with the ghost lantern. So you set the ghost lantern in the tinderbox on like a little island over here. That's what you do.
I don't leave the. I just have the fairy leave my tinderbox. I'll get her later
Okay, great.
because I can let her be a mage hand basically. So I'm casting her to be there to talk.
Okay, all right. Galil begins to giggle, which sounds awful. Everybody make me charisma or wisdom saving throws.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh,
Why not an intelligence save?
oh yeah.
I'll take an intelligence save. Any mental save you want.
I mean, it's too late. Oh, would I get advantage on this for being a gnome?
Yes.
Just in
Everybody makes it. You don't. Your brain does not suffer small amounts of psychic damage from hearing an Aboleth giggle.
So since I'm in River's hair, I'm gonna like go to his ear and be like, "You seem to be friendly with this thing. Maybe you can convince it to play with the dwarves. It would eliminate some apposition later.
The dwarves during all this notice you. You see one of them kind of look at you, but then they go back to their work.
Just does not change my mind.
Let's just get away from this thing.
I mean, they just assume the thing will eat us. They don't have to worry. I want to ask Gurl, what is something you love? What is your most favorite thing in the world?
Oh my goodness! No one's ever asked me that before. Oh,
We should just
I used to have a rock. It was shaped like a ball, and I'd play with it sometimes. That was my most favorite thing. But it's gone now. I think someone took it.
That's so mean of them. I don't know if this is the same. Well, this probably isn't, but I do have this crystal in my pocket that I can pull out.
What are you pulling out?
It's just a crystal. Oh, never mind. That's my arcane focus. It's an arcane focus.
Do you not want your arcane focus anymore?
Do I have any other arcane focus? I know we have picked up some wands at some point.
Man. I got loot. Oh.
It's just a very important item of my character. You can just have it. I don't need to cast spells or anything, right?
I will say Galirul is having fun with a ghost lantern. I will say you have to leave the ghost lantern. You have to leave the lantern itself, otherwise the ghost has to return to it. Okay, you leave it there.
Let's go, guys. Let's go.
Okay.
I'm gonna draw this ghost lantern.
I tell Galirul that we'll try to come back and play again someday.
Okay. Where do you guys go?
I guess we're gonna go.
I think we go south.
But I think a
Send
better
to the
question would be, how do we get south?
I mean, you guys are swimming.
We're swimming. Stay close to me because I got that trace thing going on. Pass without a trace.
Well, you're the one who's not moving.
You could see that. I need to look up something. Give me 1 second. So these stone cogs rise 10 feet above the surface of the water. But you guys can keep swimming if you want. It looks like they're working on some heavy-duty stuff. You can see that there are a lot of problems with these cogs. Then you see a number of these tomb dwarves all over the place working on a lot of breaks or some problems here. River, you swim over here.
I'm like trying to have everybody come. Let's go, Ethren. Or Vex.
I mean, I'm in your hair, so I'm going. Where are you going?
I know, 30 feet, guys. Gotta stay within 30 feet.
You could see, yeah, okay, that's what you see as you get over here. Lucano starts swimming like crazy.
Lucano, slow down!
Lucano's in swim beast mode. Lucano points and says something, and Orbeck says, she's pointing out docks, ships. It's difficult. You can see, as you guys get there, you can see in the distance that there are...
Oh, is it through the gears?
Underneath another strange bridge thing where you can see that there's gaps right there.
Are we?
It looks like you could like climb up here if you wanted to, or climb up here if you wanted to, but you also see over here, there's a dock system. Second.
With predator and prey?
Yes. 1 second.
But so we should see that.
Yes, you see that. 1 second.
Is that what the Wednesday night crew named those boats?
No. That is what you see. You literally see them called that. 1 second.
Okay.
A worked stone column stretches from the bottom of the lake to the cavern roof and is attached to the nearby wall by a stone conduit. On one side of the column, the steps of a moss-colored stone climb from a stone dock to a landing whose stone door shows no handles or hinges. Ropes lash a pair of rowboats to a dock post, and a rusty iron cage wallows in the slime, held aloft by chain and winch. Phosphorescent crabs gather at the bottom of the lake below the cage. Boop. You can see the rowboats have the names Predator and Prey etched into their transoms. And the transoms are the horizontal beams or bars. On the boats. Where you would name a boat. What do you do?
So this
I feel like we should
bridge.
climb up on one of the cogs.
I mean,
I can
sure.
fly up there.
There.
I'm up here.
Or
Okay.
you're gonna flying up?
Yeah, I mean, I'm already flying.
You fly up here, you get there?
Yeah.
Okay, you fly there. Oh gosh, okay, 1 second. Everybody pause as the owl flies right there.
Oh, great! Looks like an owl got into the gears again.
I'm just outside looking. I'm seeing what's up. I'm just hovering there.
Oh, that's
Well, owls can't hover.
that was a really good call
I'm-
about not going down the square pit.
Oof.
Man.
Owl, you're here. That
Oh, sorry.
is the square pit. That's where it leads.
Ooh, good. Oh.
Owl, you fly there 1 second. Let me just get this. Okay. A pungent stench fills this pentagonal room, the walls of which are covered with riveted sheets of iron. A wild garden full of sickly plants and rotting compost takes up most of the interior, and a narrow path hugs the walls between two exits. Jutting from the middle of the garden is a 6-foot-tall rusty sprinkler. In the ceiling, a shaft leads straight up.
Since I can speak, I flop over here and I tell everybody what I see in there and what I think it is.
You also see a corridor this way, Owl. 1 second. This hall is choked with dust and cobwebs. Up ahead, flickering lights dimly illuminate a larger hall running perpendicular to this one. Where the two halls meet, words have been scrawled in the ceiling in dried blood.
Ooh.
The words on the ceiling read, "Awaken Napaka," in all caps.
Oh, all right.
I relay that to everybody.
Does that name mean anything to us? Have we heard that name before?
Lucano hears that and she goes, "Napaka!"
Uh-huh.
Oh god.
Starts to swim up here and climbs up here immediately.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, shit.
Wait. I'm sorry. Which hallway is that written above? Is that written above this bridge down here? Okay.
Right there, yeah.
Somebody shut her up.
Does Orvek? All she did.
So this X right here, that's where it says "Awaken Napaka."
Okay. Does Orvex recognize that name?
Orbex says, if you're asking, Orbex climbs up here as well, and he says, "It is the name. He's a good Druid swimmer. It is the name of the queen, the last queen of Omu.
Mm.
She has been screaming it for some time. Pay attention."
Well, if we didn't bring anyone's attention here, but
Does she just run off down there, or what's she doing now?
She's just here, looking. There's some strange slime on the ground.
I'll sort of pause.
She just kind of pauses. She looks at it, but she's looking at the where it says "Awaken Napaka."
Okay. Silence, you fool!
Okay. Well.
Do you have to waken up the old minds? Full of Tunk.
Ooh,
Can I have the owl fly over to the other grinding thing. Gear.
Where are you flying?
Cog.
What would you like me to do?
You go fly over here, cog, and check out this cog. Yes, no, maybe.
Yeah, I just did it.
You fly over here. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. You fly over here. You can see. Oh gosh, this is a lot, guys. Okay, here we go.
Hopefully, we didn't bypass hell, and we're gonna get attacked.
To the southeast, just there's another hallway that cuts, just goes into darkness. Over here in this room. 1 second. Five teak wardrobes stand against the ironclad walls of this chamber, each with a door bearing a carved image or scene. Puddles of gray slime cover parts of the floor. The room has 2 exits, including an adamantine portcullis blocking passage to the north. You can see that over here. Do you see this portcullis right?
Mm-hmm.
Set into a metal plate above the portcullis is a row of 5 red crystals shaped like drops of blood.
Right. Come back and tell them what. See. I relay what's over there. That looks more interested.
Well, guys, what do we do? Wouldn't mind getting out of the water before our friend goes a little cuckoo.
Orvex says, "It's okay. I am calming her down as best I can." And she starts speaking in Omu.
I don't think that's the friend he was talking
Well,
about.
that's fine. Dandy friend. I'm talking about our
Gotcha.
big worm.
Well, Mike is the one who told everybody to pause.
That was just pause just so I could reveal stuff. And
Oh, okay.
Should we go over to the boats, guys? Or should we follow Lucamo?
I mean, we should probably.
Lucano.
Yes, Lucano.
Should probably follow her, huh?
Yeah.
I do not think that we will be able to alter her path right now. She is so fixated on finding the queen.
That's what I'm worried about. Okay. So I say we climb up here.
Let's follow.
Don't climb in there, Ethren.
Go. What do you?
Oh, sorry.
Get out of
I
that.
need to- Sorry.
I'll make some room. Lucano, what do you see?
Lucano turns and says something you don't understand. And Orvex says, she is trying to be cautious, but she is concerned. Awaken the Paka is ominous.
Yeah.
Can Squirrel walk on the walls or ceiling, or does he have climb?
Yeah.
What? No, me. Oh no, I'm sticking next to River. I'm still on its hair.
Well,
Okay, you're in River's hair.
Yeah, like I'm like basically
Tangled.
like Remy him right now. Like just little like.
Himla braids.
That's
Okay,
so gross.
can Tiny Tunk does Tiny Tunk search for traps?
I think at this point, Tiny Tunk, I think you're back to being medium or small tongue.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been an hour, so you're back to being...
regular
Watch out
size-
for that slime, buddy.
Watch out for that tree.
Tunk, are you in that square?
Oh boy.
I'm trying to search for traps, but I keep getting.
I got you. Roll me a perception investigation.
And roll me this save. Oh god.
Okay, 1 second. I'm gonna say it's a hard fail, but it's not so bad. 1 second.
It's a hard. Well, you said hard fail.
Meaning it's a fail. 1 second.
Meaning you done goof, boy.
I'm gonna say you take. Tunk, you take 5 points of psychic damage as your boot grazes the slimy puddle here. You take 5 points of damage, and you see in your mind, you see an image of Gurl, like opening her mouth, and inside there's another mouth, and then inside there's another mouth, and an infinite number of aboleth mouths just eat you, and you scream a bit inside your head. You take 5 points of damage.
Ow.
That was terrifying. Good God.
Don't step on the slime. Do I think that's why I did that?
Lucano nods, and so does Orvex.
Everyone understands.
So will we step over this, or is it all spread out all across the floor?
You can manage to not get in, and you can get over it. Yeah.
Okay. What was the sex? You said this is where it said awaken.
That's where it said awaken Napaka. Yeah.
Okay.
Over here, you can see that there is a lit hallway with some more of the slime stuff.
I'll prod my staff of striking on the ground to try and see if there's a pressure plate or something. I don't know how to say I want to search for traps every 5 feet.
That's fine. I mean, you could search. Give me another perception investigation.
Can I stop being the one who rolls these?
You're in front, man. What do you want?
Well,
all right. Let me just show you what you see.
I like elbow Ethren. He's so good at hunting for traps. We're so lucky. Because I have no idea. I assume we're following him, right, guys?
1 second.
Right now, I go where you go.
Yay! Well, I'm gingerly passing the slime.
Hold on a second. Let me read this out. Where am I? Okay, there we go. Large puddles of gray slime spread across the floor of this 10-foot wide, gently sloping hallway. Candles flicker on riveted sconces, casting dim light across a sequence of sculpted reliefs, depicting humanoids with bestial heads kneeling before a black star. At the lower end of the hall, a thick purple drape hangs wall to wall. At the upper end, the hallway terminates.
I assume the wavy line is the...
That's a curtain.
So that's the drape. That's the drape. Okay, so that's down, and the other way's up. Okay.
Was that? I thought somebody said something.
Are you gonna step in the hallway?
I was smiling to myself.
You getting out of the way, man?
Okay, well, I mean, let's do it this way. I'm gonna jump off river and just kind of like land-ish, and be like, I can look forward, and I will go around the gray stuff and like poke my head under the sheet.
You do so.
Just...
One second. A 6-foot-tall statue of a leering 4-armed gargoyle stands against the back wall. One of its arms has broken off and lies on the floor in front of it, its hand curled into a tight fist. The other 3 arms have their clawed hands open in such a way to suggest they're meant to hold something. Carved into the wall above the statue is a riddle. 3 I need, then 3 more. 3 more still opens the door.
Three.
I think they're talking about arms, so we like put our hands on him, baby. So 6 hands on him.
Carved in the wall above the statue. Need. Well, it's definitely holding something. We need something.
Well, feels like they need 6 of something. That's my guess.
9. 3 I need. 3 more. 3 more still. 9.
Oh, I was thinking the arm thing. Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Thorzen suggests it needs the 9 god items.
Ooh. That
would be 9 things.
That would be 9 things. It's a good thing I didn't possess one. What is this yellow thing down on the very bottom? I'm curious.
This yellow thing over here.
Yes. What is that?
That, 1 second.
But, well, here's the thing. It only has 3 hands that are open, so...
With one on the ground.
And that's closed into a fist.
That's it.
This is an unlit candle sconce over here. The rest of these are candles that are lit. They look to be magical candles.
Well, that sounds important now.
Magical candles.
Yeah. Guys, there's an unlit candle over there. I'm going to use my one of my cantrips that never used ever before.
Hold on. Wait.
Would that be all right? Guys, okay?
Let me scurry.
I think the squirrel's trying to stop you.
I'm trying to get out of the hallway before you do this.
Perfect.
Well, before...
I would like to use Druid craft fire play to light the candle.
Wait, you what's your range on Druidcraft?
30 feet.
Okay, so
I don't think that's
15, 20, 25, 30. So I guess I will come over here and use Druidcraft.
You light it. Okay, 1 second.
You light it and we take a break.
You light it and we take a break. That's exactly right. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to DM Tozy Presents Tomb of Annihilation with our Thursday crew. They have infiltrated the 5th layer, the 5th floor. The Gears of Hate.
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah! Okay. Last we left, River, you light that. I mean, it's a sconce, so whatever, I'll say you light it. You light it.
I use my finger guns for it.
Finger guns. That show a piece of the wall over here. Second.
Over where?
Over Mian. You see a secret door.
Always fun.
Door being, there's a bas relief depicting a crocodile-headed humanoid holding up a trapezoidal chest, and that the entire thing begins to like shift and move, revealing itself to be some type of door. But there's a crocodile-headed humanoid holding a trapezoidal chest there.
Inside the door, or that was the picture of the wall?
That is the door. So it's a bas relief of a crocodile, and then it's revealed to be a door because the thing shifts a bit, but it's holding a trapezoidal chest on the wall.
Okay.
Is it
Guys, what do we do? Do we solve the riddle, or do we go down the secret door?
Well, right now.
Lucano rushes in. Napaka!
Ah!
I don't know. Does she
Watch
think
your feet.
this?
Napaka takes 5 points of damage as she scuffs her feet on the slime. She screams out.
Girl?
Mm-hmm.
But I doubt we know the answer to the riddle.
I mean, we opened the door.
Yes, that would be my suggestion. That is, open the door. Go through the door.
Oh, I bet it's 2 separate things, guys. I bet that thing does something cooler. Or our death, one of the 2.
Well, go on. I'll scurry over. Come on. Let's go.
Okay, I guess we're going through the secret door.
I just love how your furry little butt scurries.
Who's doing what?
Oh,
I'm going to awkwardly fly over down this hallway, banging my wings everywhere. Like, get here.
is Orvex done with us?
He'll come back here. He comes down here to look. Yeah.
I mean, the squirrel really wants to go in the secret door.
You're kind of looking at it. You're patting it with your little squirrel winged arms. You don't see any way to open this, although the trapezoidal chest the crocodile is holding.
So
there's a keyhole in it.
Does the keyhole match this triangle skeleton key I've been carrying in my pocket since the first session in the tomb?
The triangle skeleton key you have is yay big.
Uh-huh.
And this keyhole is keyhole size.
Well,
Hmm.
what the fuck is the point of this damn triangle skeleton key?
You don't know, but
If not to open the triangle chest.
it appears to be. You don't know. There's just a strange keyhole here. Their sizes don't match.
Okay, well then,
Does tiny squirrel hands able to like reach in the keyhole?
Tiny squirrel hands. Oh, I mean, you can try to disable it if you want. It does appear to be locked.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. I mean, if I climb up there and I got my tiny squirrel hands, can I reach in to try to like unlock it?
This appears to be a tough check. What would you like to do?
Give it a shot.
Yeah, why not?
Do you have thieves tools?
No.
Oh my God.
Squirrel hands.
Gotta roll a nat 20 and something.
He's got squirrel hands.
you know what? I want to summon Cal to pick the lock.
You summon Cal to pick the lock.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, damn. Okay, let's try to. Oh, wow.
Once again, one thing.
Am I allowed to do that?
Yeah, absolutely. I would say that Cal, like, if
Tim-
something's dangerous, Cal, like, gets out of there. But
Tim, are you okay with that, or did you want to try your squirrel pick lock?
Listen, you do it like.
Well, I don't want to feel like I'm interrupting your moment.
Let's go look at a Cal.
I'm looking at it. He has
Thieves Tools +8, looks like.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna roll it.
Who wants to roll it? Okay.
Oh my God.
It's a nat 20.
It's a nat 20.
That is a nat 20. Cal expertly comes in and flips the switch, opening this door. The entire wall bifurcates and moves, revealing a crawl space.
Oh well. There's one thing Tunk is good
Squirrel.
at.
Tunk.
Yep. Just me. Give me a moment.
Squirrel, you could definitely fit in there. Yeah, you're fine. You can see light coming from this room.
Scurry. Oh,
Scarier.
Okay,
I paused.
second.
I'm so glad I got out of the hallway.
Let's see. Hold on 1 second. Okay, 2/3 of this room is taken up by what appears to be a gigantic juggernaut on wheels. With what appears to be like a huge skull head, but it's made of stone and wood. It looks pretty fearsome and pretty dangerous. It is facing the hallway that you guys are all in. You also see a lustrous, spiked ruby as big as a human fist that sits on a stone shelf that juts from the west wall of this room. Right
Did it fit
there.
in your cheek?
Does it sound like that's the ruby that that one group was looking for? Hey, Leroy the lizard.
Yeah, what's the problem?
Do you remember the other group that you met in the tomb a long time ago?
Oh yeah, I know. They came with me, the yellow fellas.
Yeah, they were looking for a giant ruby, right?
Oh yeah, of course they were.
Hang on, I guess let me get him within eyesight of it. Do you think that's it?
He looks and he goes, "That's what they described. Oh yeah. It was the Eye of Zoltek. That's it."
That's what the name is. It's the Eye of Zoltek. I think that might be it. White Fang.
Good.
Do we know anything else about the Eye of Zoltek except that it's a giant ruby that they were looking for?
What you're looking at is a ruby big enough to fetch 5,000 gold, but possibly 5 times that amount if sold on the open market. It looks like it is priceless.
Sensate says he thought that was supposed to be attached to a dagger.
It is not.
Yeah.
It could be attached to a dagger.
Heavy dagger.
Could
Weird.
That's a big old dagger.
Yeah.
Oh, probably like a giant's greatsword you could attach to it.
Yeah.
I bet.
I would like to, being a little creature.
Oh, he is right. Sorry. So I'll just give you the information here. I'll say Leroy knows this. He says, for centuries, the Fistar's ruby surmounted the Great Pyramid in Nexel, capital city of the Maztecan Empire. The gem is a relic of the cult of Zoltek, and its dagger-like point was plunged into the hearts of countless sacrifices. So the ruby is acted like a dagger to plunge into the heart.
Oh.
Because it's got a sharp, jagged edge.
Okay.
Oh,
Somehow I get the
cool.
feeling just yanking the dagger out isn't a good idea.
well, before you do that,
Do we know any of this in the hall? Do we know any of what you see or?
You hear Leroy saying this. I'll say
Okay.
where you can hear it.
Yeah. I flop out of the hallway awkwardly.
I mean, yeah, I could just go out there and say, "Hey, clear the hallway for a few minutes."
yeah, because I want to
Okay.
investigate the giant skull just in case it
Guys,
fires.
get out of this hallway for a few minutes. Ethren, get out of the hallway. Maybe also back up a little bit.
Cool. What you gonna do?
I want to investigate the skull as a furry little creature.
You investigate what is a giant stone juggernaut thing. It's on wheels, and because this hallway is a ramp. It's facing the lower end of the
Okay.
hallway.
Is there a way? Is there a way to, like? I'm assuming like this here. It's got to be like an open somehow.
Yeah,
you
I
see
assume
from
it
that
opens
side-
and rolls down.
On that side, you can see what appears to be a secret door, but you have no idea how exactly to open it.
So no levers, no ropes.
There doesn't appear a lever or rope there now. You can see the thin seam of the secret door on this side of the room. Yeah.
Told them to clear out the hallway. I mean, it would
So
probably
imagine. Oh, go ahead, because you can't hear me. So yeah.
it would probably crash into the statue on the other end.
Well, statue does say need something. We could give it its skull.
I guess
Okay.
I'll try to see if there's a way to open the secret door.
You find
here.
no way to open the secret door.
Oh, I don't even get to roll a check.
Nah, you just find no way. I mean, you can take 20, you find no way to open the secret door.
Guys, can
Well-
we come back? What's going on?
No, not yet. I mean, do so at your own risk, because I'm about to ask White Fang how he feels about me just yanking the ruby. Or actually, can I further investigate the ruby?
Yeah, give me a perception investigation. Or you can take 20 on it. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna roll for it.
Okay, go ahead.
Hopefully,
It's very high. You determine that there's no traps around it, or you find no traps. And it looks
Shit.
like, I mean, right now you're doing the Apu thing, just biggest ruby of your life, staring at it.
That's a gift.
I'm gonna say maybe don't sit on the wheeled, rolly device squirrel
Well, I mean,
unless you want to ride it down the hallway.
maybe that was the plan, but you never know.
Okay.
I could see him kind of picking up speed, and then he kind of jumps off and flies down the
All
hallway.
right. So Tunk rubs his hands together, stretches his neck, and then yanks the ruby.
You yank the ruby. You have the Eye of Zoltek.
Does that come with a curse of Zoltek?
It does not come with the Curse of Zoltek. It comes with having one of the biggest rubies of all time in your hands.
Do we want to try and put some blocks under the wheels to keep
Good
this
call.
thing from moving?
Not the ruby. Not the ruby.
I mean, we
White
can't-
Fang, do you have any ideas or suggestions?
I don't have wooden blocks. You have a hammer. Why don't you not break the wheels?
Ah, there you go.
What are you doing? Sorry.
I don't actually have any hammers. Is there some way I can damage or obstruct the wheels of this thing to prevent it from moving forward should that door open?
You could try to like put a brace there, or you could absolutely try to hit the. You want to just start slamming the wheels?
I want to look through my inventory first. Oh man. Would I be able to estimate how much this skull weighs? It's made of stone, so I imagine it's a lot.
It's stone and wood. Yeah, the entire thing is kind of strapped together. It's not just a skull and some wood. It don't look that.
Does it look like it weighs more than 3,000 pounds?
Yes.
Okay.
Easily.
So really, I don't know if. What are the wheels made out of? All right, I guess
stone. Mostly
okay,
stone.
They're made of they're made of
Stone wheels.
Okay.
All right,
So here's what I want to do. I want to use my staff of striking on the front two wheels, and I want to trigger its extra force damage on each hit.
You do so. This thing's not moving. You crack a wheel. You effectively disable this juggernaut. Doesn't look like it's going anywhere.
Awesome. And so 3 charges. Are you saying I did that with 1 hit, or did I use 2 hits?
You can use 1 hit. That's fine. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Trap disabled. Until Mike says, "Oh, by the way." All right, let's get out of here.
All right. Go.
I peek my head out to see if anything's changed in the hallway.
Nothing has changed in the hallway.
As you step there.
Nope.
Okay, awesome. Now let's try to figure out this gargoyle thing. I guess let's see what happens if I put the eye in one of the gargoyle hands. Hello?
Okay, 1 second. Hold on 1 second.
Or does Lucana see the eye and freak out?
I need to look this up. 1 second. You place one of the you place the Eye of Zoltek awkwardly in one of the hands. It looks very big for one of these. Well, I mean, the gargoyle hands are pretty big, so you place Eye of Zoltek in one of its hands. Kind of put it there. What do you do?
Does anything change?
Nope.
But it stays there. Doesn't fall off or.
I mean, if you just kind of jam it in there, yeah, it's a big old gem. But you jam it in there.
I guess I'll take it back.
You take it back.
Or do we add more gems?
Does the spirit,
because it says it needs 3, then 3 more, then 3 more.
Does the spirit of Moa have any insight to offer?
Moa is quiet.
Well, it's quiet.
I mean,
I have 3 daggers. I could put a dagger in each hand. That's 3 matching objects. What if I do that? Does something happen if I put a dagger in each hand?
Nothing happens.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Unless anybody else has any bright ideas.
3 gems.
I'm about to say there was that idea about putting your magic items in the god items.
Okay. Does anybody want to claim that the mandolin before I put that in the?
It has to be 9 things. So I'd say, it could.
But
be
it only has 3 hands. I don't think it actually has to be 9 things. I know it's.
Well, whatever it is, it's gonna be matching 9 things. So even if it only needs 3 things, there should be probably a total of 9 things.
Can I get any information from the closed fist on the ground?
Closed fist on the ground looks like it's closed, but it looks like it's holding room for something in the middle of it. Like it's closed, but it looks like there's room for something.
Oh, god damn it!
Do we have any gemstones? Let's try gemstones or something. Let's try coins. Let's try platinum. I don't know. Does anybody have that?
I don't. I'm sure we found a bunch of gemstones in the vault that we looted.
What do you have?
I don't know. I don't have the party loot in front of me.
Methinks that we have not found what is required just yet. That's what I
I
think.
mean, probably not wrong there either, but I feel like we're leaving something really undone here.
I mean, I don't know.
Can't come back.
I don't. It doesn't say anything about what it wants 3 of. I mean, I got nothing. I got nothing.
Well,
Somebody else wants to come
yeah.
bang their head against this statue.
All right, let's move on. Let's either move on or start throwing stuff in the hands and just checking. So it's one or the other.
Did you take back the Eye of Zoltek?
Yes, I did.
Take back the Eye of Zoltek. Okay.
Let me make sure it's on my character sheet.
So, guys, do we put random stuff in there? Or should
We're
we...
thinking. I think we're all kind of thinking.
Okay.
No, nobody stopped me when I asked about adding the mandolin, so I'll try putting the god item mandolin that we just picked up in
You
there.
carefully put that into one of the hands. Nothing happens.
Yeah,
Well, what about 2 other items? Do I put my ring in it?
You
I'll put my
cannot
ring
take
on.
you cannot take your ring off. Your god ring.
Yeah.
You're cursed. You can't take that off.
so I don't know what other items are currently unclaimed. I know Presmer changed items twice.
Yes.
I don't know if someone already asked this question, but are the hands like, are they making a shape of any kind? Like it's holding like they're holding a ball or
So
They look open. They look open as if ready to receive something.
okay, it's like this, like.
They're gargoyle hands, so they're kind of clawed, but open and ready to receive. Yeah.
Okay.
What do you got?
I still think that we have not found what needs to be placed. We should go. Let's start scurrying again.
all right, I'll put the mandolin back in my bag, and then the last thing I'm going to try is I'll put one of each of the skeleton keys that I have in the hands. I have
Those do not fit into the hands. Or I guess they kind of can. These are gargoyle hands. Yeah, you kind of managed to fit them in. Put them into each one. Nothing happens.
We don't have those the crystal eyeballs anymore, right? Or whatever
No.
they were.
Those are gone.
those were-
Those are gone. Those open the door to the beholder.
Some basic coins or something.
Check your inventory.
I mean, we have lots of coins.
Yeah, I wouldn't start with like the most expensive things we have. Maybe because it's broken stone gargoyle. What was it?
Wait, sorry, did we already check?
All right, from our party loot, I'm going to grab 3 gemstones.
What are you grabbing?
Rubies, since the other one was a big ruby.
So you grab
Put
3
one in
rubies.
each hand.
We put 3 rubies in, or what are the values?
1 ruby in each hand.
What are these rubies? Do you have these?
Well, in our party loot.
What do you have in your party?
No,
Tell me what they are.
he needs specific details.
Oh, man. Now I got to open up that whole thing. I just figured we had gemstones from somewhere, didn't we?
I'm sure
You probably
we do.
definitely do. What are you putting in there? 3
Well, you
rubies.
think?
Three rubies.
Okay, you put those 3 rubies in. As you do so, the hands crush them, and then they
That's
open up again.
something.
They open up again.
How about a coin? Put some
rubies.
coins in there.
The rubies are turned
No,
to
but it
dust.
said it needs 3 and 3 and then 3.
It's fine, but don't put the most expensive stuff we have in there.
You put some coins in the
Start low.
You put the coins in the hand.
Okay.
Nothing happens.
Oh.
It feels like a waste of the rubies. Can we like get some tape and tape them back together?
I
Dust. They turn to
spell
dust. They turn to absolute
Can I-
dust.
I can use my spell amending? No.
I mean, our characters are not going to actually be able to spend all this money because
Yeah, that we never even knew they existed.
Are you
We're like, "Whoa, what are these?
What are you talking about? We just got this huge ass ruby. We can
These are-
spare some little guys.
yeah, that too.
What do you do?
I say we do another 3, guys.
No fear what?
Fucking
What else you-
gemstones.
What else you got, Nick?
Oh.
What else you got?
I'm looking on our loot
Use
here,
this-
our
do we
party
have-
loot. We have
silver pieces or something smaller.
You try silver
four-
pieces. You try silver coins. No, it doesn't work.
Clearly, this thing wants gemstones. Something.
Better crush them.
I mean, we have stuff from the wreckages. We have stone tower loot. We have all this stuff. We have colored, all sorts. Even just from Camp Vengeance, we have colored stones and stuff. It says.
What do you got?
I'd say we take 3 more rubies.
Are you have 3 more rubies? Do you have these rubies?
Here's the thing. Like here in our loot, it says from the Camp Vengeance, we got a statue made of sculpted wood, reinforced, and it says scattered around its feet are offering of food, feathers, colored stones. I assume that we took all that stuff.
Colored stones is not gonna. You put colored stones in the hands. They don't do that.
Okay, so I see here Patera Folk Down. We got 4 gemstones, which are 50 gold piece each.
Okay,
we
we have
have
those.
emerald necklaces. I mean, we have all sorts of stuff.
Okay, you start putting. Yeah.
Matching stones.
What do you put in the hands?
First, that had 3 blue quartz rings. So put each quartz ring.
I will take it. You take it. Those are gems. It crushes those, turns them to dust. The hands open up again.
Okay, we have another one. There's another one we got from Circa Cursabal, which was 7 assorted gemstones, 10 gold pieces each. I'm going to take 3 matching of the 7 there.
It takes them, it crushes them. As it crushes them, a couple things happens. One, this secret door over here opens.
Okay, pause.
What's up?
Does it matter that River's been standing on the bridge doing this whole time, or do you need to?
River's definitely down here doing this.
Okay, yeah, I'm down here with the hand.
The secret door opens, and there is a utterly comedic and non-dramatic moment of the Juggernaut going, wah. It just goes, and it can't move. You also see who has the Eye of Zoltek.
Tunk.
Tunk.
The Eye of Zoltek is gone. River, you see the clenched fist on the ground suddenly has the Eye of Zoltek in it.
What the fuck? Fuck you, game.
Hey.
Whatever. I'm responding to Jeremy. Take the loot, I guess.
You guys recover the Eye of Zoltek again. The thing was about, if you held the Eye of Zoltek in there and you put other gems in there, it was going to destroy the Eye of Zoltek.
Oh, God.
But it didn't. You guys solved the puzzle twice. Well done.
Jesus.
So we found the right way and found the secret way.
Yeah.
Well, there'd be at least something cool. I mean, kind of.
Orvek says, well done. We are not crushed by a stone juggernaut. Why is everyone unhappy? Look, it cannot crush us. He points at it. Look, it is stupid because of you.
Stupid.
All right, well, I guess let's go back to the water, guys.
All right, what next? Does that gas look flammable?
This is not gas. This is, I'll just read this again. This is that's brush. That's green shrubberies.
I'm sorry, but that looks like it's
compost, apparently.
It
That
does
looks
kind of
like-
look like gas, yeah. No, this is a pungent stench fills this pentagonal room, the walls of which are covered with riveted sheets of iron. A wild garden full of sickly plants and rotting compost takes up most of the interior, and the narrow path hugs the wall between 2 exits. Jutting from the middle of the garden is a 6-foot-tall rusty sprinkler. In the ceiling above the sprinkler, a 10-foot-wide shaft leads straight up to where you can manageably assume that leads to where the 4 gargoyles are.
I want to shoot a firebolt at the sprinkler.
You want to shoot a firebolt at the sprinkler.
I apparently I whiff.
You hit it. It's just a sprinkler.
It's not exactly moving.
You
Right?
smack the sprinkler. I will say you just. I mean,
Nothing
it's a metal
happens?
sprinkler. I'm gonna say you just put a big black mark on it.
Okay.
Busts open, sprays everywhere.
So what do we want to do? Do we want to try and navigate these hexagons?
Let's go to this cabinet. Let's do the cap.
I mean, I was going to say, since we're already over here, we do have the boats in this tower to the left as well.
I want to look down in the water. Do I see our friend there, or is it all clear? I'm like right here.
1 second. Hold, please.
Don't call it over here.
Are you looking over?
Okay.
How are you looking over there? What are you doing?
I'm just like looking over the edge, seeing if I see this big old worm with teeth.
You can't see. You can't see Glamour from where you're at.
Okay. Well, guys, do we inch along that compost area, or should we jump for the boats? I'd say we're dry. We should stay dry. We should hug the wall and go to this other cog. Thoughts? What say you?
Okay.
I'll just fly.
You go first.
Deal.
You go.
Oh yeah!
Your idea. You go first.
Remember, how'd you get there? What'd you do?
I was crawling along the wall, hugging the wall.
The wall over here, like the outside of it? The outside?
No, like.
I mean, is that an option?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think it
do
was
whatever you want.
Well, I mean,
the
if these are
cogs-
big old stone cogs, I'm hopping nimbly bimbly.
You're hopping, but inside the room or outside the room?
Well, if it's the outside's an option, I'm doing the cog hopping.
Okay, you go cog hopping. 1 second. Over here, you can see this goes. Love it.
Let's see.
Good old cog hopping. All right, guys, it's just another room of slime
With
with apparently something in there.
Skeleton key.
An acidic stench fills this pentagonal chamber, which has 2 exits. The walls are covered with riveted sheets of iron, and with pockmarked stone floors, a large puddle of gray slime in the middle of it. Friezes along each wall, just beneath the ceiling, depict 5 black dragons.
What's a freezes?
Freezes are like paintings or something, or what?
Yeah.
Do I remember what element black dragons are? Is that acid?
Yeah, acid.
Yeah.
You also see a skeleton key on the ground. This skeleton key. 1 second. Need to look something up. Hold, please. The skeleton key is an octagon shape. Its head is an octagon.
Based on what I know, how heavy are skeleton keys?
They're like, it's a pun monster. The skeleton itself is like it's a skeleton, a straight up skeleton of a humanoid, but its head is like I'd say a 10-pound key, a 10-pound like canonically shaped key. Well, different shapes: trapezoidal, triangle. This one appears to be an octagon.
So you can use a little mage hand jobby action and grab that.
The head appears to be strapped. It appears to be strapped to the skull, but you guys have broken the other ones off the heads to try and grab to get the keys.
Because I feel like it's a trap of acid trap.
What is it? Not a trap.
But there is a skeleton key in there.
Then go get it. Go, scurry, get it.
I try my mage hand to grab it and rip it off the skull.
You throw your mage hand. It grabs the skull, drags it a bit, and as you do so,
I'm sorry. I hate to be that guy. Isn't your mage hand part of the lantern that you left behind?
it is part of the.
I also have a cantrip of mage hand.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hell yeah! You use your own mage hand to tug at that skeleton, As you do so, the skeleton rises. You tugging on its head. It gets up and immediately attacks.
Okay.
As that happens, getting up from the ground here, right behind you, the compost begins to move.
Oopsies. It's like,
Of course it does.
Everybody click your tokens and roll initiative, please.
We almost made it a whole session without rolling initiative. Somebody just put a monster upgrade.
Oh, damn. He's been waiting for it. He's been waiting for it.
Thanks,
Just
Russ.
waiting for it.
Oh,
It's a big boy now.
oh! Did I take the thing? Do I have the alert feat? I think I took the alert feat.
Everybody, click, roll initiative, please. We're actually almost out of time, so I'm sorry, everybody.
Yeah, so I'm not going
Very
to
sorry.
start a prediction.
But we should get everybody, we'll do initiatives. Let's do initiatives.
But so I'm going to be I'm not going to punish River for what he did. I'm going to offer to swap initiatives with River.
Okay. River, you're at a 1. Do you want a 22?
Thanks. I'll take a 22. The
Okay.
double deuce.
That's pretty good. River, you're at a 22. We got Ethren, Rat, River, Tunk, Lando. Lando?
Who the hell's
Where's Lando?
to say owl.
That's the owl's name.
Great. All right. Yeah, that's your. I love a druid who changes names while they're wild shape. My name's Lando. Cool. We will. Let's set this up.
Okay, Russ, I look forward to returning the favor.
It's dirty. Monster Upgrade is breaking our community apart. It's breaking us apart.
It never ends. When does it stop?
It does never end. It never ends. Never
I
ends.
give him a nuclear acid missile.
I mean, whatever. This means that
100 defense.
This means that next week when I make the announcement, I can say a freshly upgraded monster.
Yeah.
It is a freshly upgraded monster, and Russ is eating some Doritos, watching you guys die to Shambling Mounds. This is an upgraded Shambling Mound. I'm gonna give it some extra hit points. Here we go.
Oh, you're not also going to give it 3 bonus attacks like you did with that Tomb Guardian?
I'm gonna give it another attack. I'm definitely gonna give it another attack.
Trey,
Got another attack. It's got +2 to everything. Yeah, it's got another attack.
Trey, get up.
Yay!
We will start here next time we play, which is next week. We're playing next week on the 26th. Nick, is this the last time you're playing with us?
It might be. My wife and kid is out of town next week, and so I'm going to be on dad duty. There's a small chance I could play, but probably not. And then the next time I could play is mid-July, so you guys should be done by then.
I mean, not necessarily. Because
How many sessions, maybe?
Bro.
Or is that giving too much info?
I'm just saying there's a lot in level 5 and level. You guys are doing great though. You guys got through a lot of stuff today.
then we're going to be taking at least a 1-week break for the 4th, probably 2 weeks, depending.
Yeah, you'll be back.
Well,
you'll be
then-
back. You'll be back, Nick.
Maybe I'll play the 17th then.
You'll be back.
You guys are still going.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Appreciate you watching DM Tozy Presents. Please remember to subscribe to the channel if you can. We're going to raid Stronghold D&D. Go show them some love. Peace out, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
See you next week.
Good night.
Woo!